Welcome back, everybody. We're still playing Sekiro, of course, and we're about to tackle the rest of Hirata Estate. So we just finished beating Gyobu the demon. We unlocked this shortcut over here earlier, so let's utilize it to get back to where we left. So we don't have to do everything again. Go ahead and kill this guy, because he's going to get in your way. And you can feel free to stealth kill the rest of these gentlemen if you like, to get some of that experience. Remember, last time we were here, we went ahead and got the shinobi tool on the right here, so we're not going to do that again. Instead, we're going to come through here. Oops. And we're going to do it carefully, because there's several giant chickens in here. There's one. I honestly don't remember exactly where all of them are. Luckily they die quickly. They can also kill quickly if you're not careful. And we can get this. Now I do know I think there's two over this way. And we get a pellet. So with all that, we can get out of here. And we can start making our way down to these two guys. Which you can actually eavesdrop on.
Oh, ここを開けやがれ。こそこそと隠れてんのは分かってんだ。おとなしく投降しないと痛い目見るぞ。聞こえてんのか。ああ。
The axe wielder is more deadly than the torch wielder, so let's kill him. And jump our way in here, where we have, I believe it's 3 NPCs that we can talk to. Start with this one.
誰ですか？
族ではない。
あなたは若様の。あ、よかった。忍び殿、族どもの目的は若様です。あやつらはすでに竹林坂上にいたり、お屋敷に火をかけています。若様の脱出も叶わなかったご様子。お願いです、忍び殿。若様をお救いください。これをあなたに託します。
And she gives you an antidote powder.
どうかお役立てを。
承知。
And then this is not someone we can talk to so much as eavesdrop on.
どうか動かないでください。傷に触ります。
いや、行かねばならぬ。族どもの中に忍びなりの僧兵が混ざっている。あれは手だれよ。どうしても私が行かねば。
ああ、無理です。この傷ではとても。
And then if you want, you can come around here to get some more info.
若様の忍びじゃな。
ああ。
肝心な時におらぬとんだ役立たずめ。いや、もしやお主賊を手引いたのではあるまいな。さもなくばこの平田屋敷がこうもあっけなく落ちようものか。そうよ、そうに違いないわ。 いねえ。裏切り者はいねえ。
Well, that was nice. Alright. And then we can leap on out of here. And check the courtyard across the walkway to find a friend of ours.
よう旦那、あんたも火事場泥棒ですかい？旦那は見たとこ忍びですかね。何か探し物でも？まあ何にせよ、ここはあっしが先に見つけた場所でさ。よそを漁ってください。ああ、そういえばどっかの崖上に三重の塔が見えやしたぜ。あんだけご立派な塔だ。きっと中にはお宝がしまわれてるに違いねえ。あっしならそう思いやすね。
So yeah, this is Anayama the peddler from back in Ashina outskirts. He said he was a bandit. Well, here he is. So, we can go back and start working our way up the walkway, but before we do that, there's actually a secret over here. Through this little bamboo courtyard. And get a bundled Jizo statue. Come back. Now we'll work our way up. Now you may remember there was, yep, that guy coming down. You want him to come down because there's two axe wielders, or no, excuse me, shield bearers up at the top of these stairs. See, there they are. You'd rather kill that guy first. These guys are easy, you can just break their shields with the axe, and then they're immediately open for a death blow. And here we have a tough situation. There's, I think, 4 enemies and a mini-boss in this area across the bridge. So what you want to do is get up on this tree and then up on this pagoda. So the guy in white pacing back and forth is the mini-boss. He's a spear wielder, so you have to make sure that you get the Makiri counter before you reach this area. So what we're gonna do is drop down and stealth kill the torch wielder. And then there's another soldier looking at him over in the flowers there, right at the edge. You might be able to see him. We're gonna drop down from this pagoda into the flowers, sneak up behind him. And then there's 2 guys over on the other side. We're actually gonna try to ignore them, pull the mini-boss, and pull him back to the bridge. And we're gonna fight him over at the bridge. So, but first we gotta take care of this guy. And then quickly back away. Oop, he's spotted me. Alright, he lost interest, so now we can drop down. Oop. You can barely see his head poking out. But you want to make sure that he's a shinobi hunter, the mini-boss, that he's walking away when you kill this guy. We pulled the attention of one of the guys on the ledge there. So if that happens, just run away, sneak away, try to get behind this thing. he'll lose track of you, and then eventually lose interest altogether. I'm also going to go ahead and heal back up for the fight. Alright, so with that taken care of, we're going to try to get a stealth blow on the shinobi hunter from the flowers. And now we just wait for him to turn around. And there's the info on Makiri counter. And then we want to run away to the bridge. You don't want to go too far or you'll reset the encounter. But you want to run far enough away to where the normal soldiers ignore you. The shinobi hunter won't go over the bridge, so... Oh, never mind. He won't go too far over the bridge, let me put it that way. So you can use that fact to eliminate that guy. And now we can get up on him. He's got swipes, mostly stabs. He has the move where he'll do an uppercut, and then he'll stab you with the butt of the spear, and then do a thrust. So it's, you gotta block. Ow. And then do a Makiri counter. You got that big charge there, you want to give a little bit of a delay. See there, block, dodge. You can follow up a lot of the Makiri counters with a whirlwind slash. And we drop him. And we get a prayer bead. So let's loot. And now we can use this tree to get the drop on the last soldier. Keep calling them soldiers, they're bandits. Up there he is. He's moved. Ah, sweet. And we got a skill point. So now we can come up here and properly loot the area. Yeah, I don't think there's anything over here. But there is these two. Pellet and a balloon, and most importantly, a sculptor's idol. So rest if you need to. What's the next skill we're trying to get? The Shinobi Eyes. So that costs 3. So we need to do a little bit of saving up for that. Is that right? Yes. So with that done, let's continue forward. Get a spirit emblem. There's a guy coming down, but we're going to ignore him and jump up to the left. We're going to come around the back way, get the drop on some people. There's 2 bandits right there that we can sneak up on. By grappling over here, jumping up here, and killing him. Remember, these bandits can do a stab as well. So now we have got a grapple point up here we're going to use, but it's going to take us into an area with a bunch of archers. Luckily the archers are quick to put down, But there's gonna be, I think, 3 of them, and they're all shooting flaming arrows at you. So you need to run around and kill them as quick as you can. And I lied, there's 4. Oh no, that's right, there's only 3. But there's this guy. So with all that taken care of, we can loot this. And if I remember right, we can come back here to find a grapple swing. And jump up a level. You don't even have to jump up a level. Come over here to stealth kill this archer. Then we can grapple up here for some dousing powder. And then we're going to take on these guys patrolling the area. Just the one guy. Oh, no, I was right. Again, being aggressive is the way to go. So now with all of them out of the way, let's go back to that river. There's some secrets over there. So here's where we grappled up originally. If you jump back into the river and work your way upstream, there should be a treasure carp near the waterfall. I think. Might be wrong. Nope, there he is. So we get his scale, and then we can grapple up this tree. Here we get some contact medicine, which inflicts a weak poison status, but all other forms of poison become ineffective. So basically, you're giving yourself a weaker form of poison to make yourself immune from the really strong poison. And if you look in the rock here, you've got some bamboo that you can chop down to find a cave. Come through here and you get the tutorial for consecutive wall jumps. You can jump back and forth on walls that are close to each other like this. Oop. You still have to hold left and right. We need to leap out of this hole until we're way above the river. And you want to chop down some of these bamboo because you're about to get into an extremely tough fight. Tough enough to where I'll say if you don't feel comfortable tackling this foe right now, then feel free to come back later. All we're doing this for is a shinobi prosthetic tool that I tend not to use a lot. But since there's an achievement for getting all of the prosthetic tools, we're going to need it eventually. But up in the corner there you might see him. It's one of those purple ninjas that was lying dead in front of the Tengu of Ashina. He's extremely quick, extremely aggressive, comes in with several sword swing combos, up to 5 swings. He's got a perilous foot kick that you can Makiri counter. He's got a perilous sweeping kick that you have to jump over. And he's got a lot of health. Luckily he's only got 1 health bar. He's not a mini-boss, he's just a normal enemy. But he is extremely difficult. with that said, I'm gonna try to tackle him. And he's got, again, just when you see someone coming, start mashing that block button. I'll try to call out what I'm doing. Block, block. Block, block. 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 Missed it. And there. Yep, see. Ugh. I got my guard broken. That broke it again. When you see him do that overhead kick, you wait a little bit and block, and then you can do a whirlwind slash. And when he rears his hand back over his head like that, he's gonna do a 2-hit combo. So you block, 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 jump. I missed it. Block, block, block. See, block. Keep getting my guard broken right there. Block, block. Block. And then he usually follows that up with a sweep. Block. Block, block. Ow. Dang, you have to be so quick with that. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh, lost a lot of everything again. And everybody resets, that's the worst part. Alright, try it again. This time just drop straight into the water. Oh, by the way, the treasure carps do not respawn. Clam up for this one. Dang it. Even if you let him turn around, he'll still notice you when you get up. And you can even fall down. Which might not be a bad thing. Sometimes it's easier to just say, oh, screw it, and reset using the homeward idle. And you get some scrap iron for the troubles. That one was mostly thanks to being able to perfectly deflect, or luckily, perfectly deflecting that 4-hit combo plus the perilous attack at the end. So before we open that... Oh, never mind. I thought there was something back there. So just open this and get the Mist Raven's feathers. Alright, well, with that nightmare over... Let's see here, where is this? This is where the archers are. So we can drop down here. Get that guy. Don't forget it, I'm not chasing him. That explains where that 4th archer went that I thought was up here. He runs away. Do not follow him, because there is a Tarot Troop brute at the end of this bridge along with 2 shield bearers. See there, he's coming back. So hide in the bushes and wait for the archer to come back. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk out to the bridge, which is inevitably going to pull the attention of the Tarot Troop brute. But I believe there's a branch to the left you can grapple to and get behind the shield bearers, take them out quickly, and then you can take on the brute one-on-one. This will be our first one that we're going to try to handle face to face. So let's see here. There it is. So jump over here. And we lose the attention. Still got the brute, but not the shield bearers anymore. Oh. Nothing I do is working. Alright, plan B. Rush back over here. Let's kill this guy. Now we can take on this guy. So luckily he's real slow. He's got a 3-hit combo. A 4-hit combo. A baseball swing. Big wind-up swing. And when he does that, he gets stunned for a while. So use that opportunity to get some attacks in. With him down, we can loot the area, grab this, and be on our merry way. Make sure you're all got everything up to this point, because once we get here, there's going to be a little bit of a collapse at this gate, and we cannot backtrack until we hit another sculptor idol. But when we head in, we find not only is everything on fire, but we find our father from the opening cutscene.
父上。お前か。不覚を取った。このわしも置いたものだ。手当てはよい。この傷ではもはや助からぬ。それより狼よ、これを。
So we get the hidden temple
これ
key.
はお屋敷の隠し仏殿の鍵よ。巫女様はそこに。だがこの火の手じゃ正面からは入れぬ。崖外からならば。そうじゃ。あちらから外へ出て崖沿いに進み、霊園から回り込め。さすれば抜け道が。わかりました。狼よ、忍びの掟は忘れておらぬな。はい。主は絶対狼よ、命を落としてお守りするのじゃ。父上。
Oh, that's sad.
左手へ出て崖沿いに進み、霊園から回り込めば抜け道がある。お任せください、父上。
And like I said, our exit is blocked, so the only thing we can do is grapple up this tree and up this structure and do exactly what Sekiro just said. Use the side route of the cliffs. I'm going to grapple across, do a large series of grapples, and if you fall, That's fine, because you can still use it up here. Which is where we're heading anyway. Make sure you crouch down, because there's several enemies in this area, including this guy right here. Who's being watched by an archer, I believe. No, sorry, it's the other guys that are being watched by archers. So there's these gentlemen, but we don't want to get to them, because there's other enemies down this way, including... I can never find him. There he is. There's a very annoying archer with no torch right here that you cannot see at all, because he's just in the trees, but there he is. And if you come around this way, you can get the two bandits that were waiting to ambush you if you tried to ambush those other bandits. One of which has a shield. So let's get him. So got him. Got him. And that just leaves this guy. So a little sloppy, but we got there. And I noticed, I think for the first time, that this has an eavesdrop opportunity that I'm not exactly sure how to even get. Because this is the best way I think to do it, is sneak up behind these guys. And the minute you stealth kill one of them, you alert the other ones. So I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to get that eavesdrop without triggering the ambush from this side, which is totally not worth it. Alright, but with that done, we can come down here. And we can go down this little side path here. You do want to be very careful though. There's two shinobi hunters, very similar to that mini-boss from earlier, down at the end of this path. Difference being they take less damage, they only have one health bar, and don't count as mini-bosses. But you want to be very careful, because one of them can be stealth killed. One of them patrols up and down this little walkway. And you want to come way back because he comes way up here. Try to keep an eye out as best as you can. And then when he turns around, we're going to get him. So lock on. Get him. As far as I know, the second one cannot be snuck up on. So be ready to fight with several Mikiri counters. And if you can finish that guy off, you get a bulging coin purse worth a whopping 1,000 sen. The biggest coin purse in the game. And you get these two items. So now we can continue on. Come back the way we came. Cut through this area and take a right to the cave that you can barely see. Once you step in it, though, Sekiro has what's called, I think they call it wolf eyes, in that your eyes adjust quickly to dark places. So whenever you walk into a cave, it's going to be real black for a second, but then it'll all fade in just a second. And be very careful of the torchbearer to the right here. And then we get another consecutive wall jump. We can jump out of the well, and now we're in Hirata Estate. So come to where this item is for some oil and a sculptor's idol. Phew, so after all that, let's rest up. And since we're very close to getting the next skill point, let's see if we can get it real quick. You come down here, there's a guy walking around the corner. Or excuse me, the next corner. There it is. And I'm actually gonna rest and just kill him again, and that should be enough to get the next one. Ta-da! Make sure you do not stand in the fire. It will hurt you. Even the ones on the building. See? So, let's rest up. Let's get Shinobi Eyes. And let's go ahead and turn in the Mist Raven's feathers.
お前さん、面白いものを手に入れたな。それは、からくり筒。忍び義手の真となる仕掛けよ。どれ、仕込んでやろう。
この仕掛けで何ができる？
真となるこの仕掛けがあれば、筒薬と組み合わせ、お前さんの忍び義手の牙をさらに研ぎ澄ますことができる。
筒薬とは何だ？
からくり筒と共に使う鉄のくず、あるいは炎症といったものじゃな。使えそうな筒薬を見つけたら持ってくるといい。
So now when we present, we can not only fit a new tool, but we can upgrade our current ones. And lucky us, we can go ahead and upgrade to the spinning shuriken. Which I think, let me check my notes, is what I want to do. Yep.
からくり筒が仕込まれていれば、筒薬と組み合わせ、お前さんの忍び義手の牙をさらに研ぎ澄ますことができる。使えそうな筒薬を見つけたら持ってくるといい。
Do I have any gourd seeds to turn in?
狼殿
So go ahead and turn in any gourd seeds you have.
では
And you feel free to use Hanbei the Undying to test out that Mist Raven. Otherwise, let's head on back to Hirata Estate Main Hall. And we'll continue this next time. Until then, stay safe.